And the wind has followed us all the way down here. Guys, welcome. Welcome to the next adventure. So I had a couple of hunts planned at the end of October, and for whatever reason they fell through. And so I had like a 2.5 week break where I had nothing. So I was looking for a hunt I could do to fill that time, and luckily I found a landowner tag for sale down in New Mexico. And it's a unit I've always wanted to hunt, and I've never been able to draw it or get a tag for it. So I jumped on the opportunity, and it was through an outfitter that was selling it. So the outfitting came with it, but I'm so excited to be down here. This is the exact road that I met BMAC on 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 7? I'm bad with numbers. We had drawn a different unit, what unit we're in right now, but we had a mutual friend, and so this is where I met Brian at years ago and helped him kill a bull, which is pretty cool. But I've always wanted to hunt this other unit and finally got an opportunity. So it's only a 5-day season, opens tomorrow. We just rolled up the day before. It's 2 o'clock. We're going to get camp arranged, and then we're going to go glass up a bull. This should be fun. This unit, this whole area is known for giant bulls. You might not see one every day, but around any corner could be a giant bull. It's like hunting mule deer in Colorado. For whatever reason, this place grows big elk. And so it's really opportunistic that you could kill a really big bull down here. And so that's kind of the plan. But we only have 5 days to do it. I've got my guy Martin behind the camera. The other boys are headed to I think Eric's headed to Idaho. Brian's and Logan are headed to Alaska. So we're kind of all spread out. But this should be fun. I'd rather sleep in the tent. So I assume this is our living quarters right now for the next 5 days. The old Dutchman, Voyager. They actually outlawed these in Yellowstone years ago because the bears could get into them really easily. We're not in Yellowstone, and there's no grizzly bears out here, so we'll be good. I feel like looking down, they'd be bedded probably on our side. Maybe tonight they'll get up and move down where we can see them, but God, this is wild country. Tell Martin in years past when I've hunted it, what wears you out the most is just dealing with all the rocks. There's rocks everywhere. So you're always like bending your ankle and knees twisting. But this is cool country, man. This is big elk country in my opinion. I think the plan for tonight is we're up here almost to the top. We're just gonna cover as much country as we can with the glass. See if we can't find something for tomorrow. See what these elk are doing. Brad was glassing this morning, saw a little herd here, 2 bulls and a couple cows. So it sounds like the rut's kind of died down. I think big bulls have probably pulled off the cows, and they're probably in their little hidey holes. Got our first elk of the trip. Elk confirmed. Took me a second to find them again in the spotting scope, but looks like a bull. I think glass is going to be the name of the game for sure, like it usually is on all our trips. Let's phone scope him. See what he has. Is it a bull? We saw some elk. Saw a couple little bulls and 5 cows. We're gonna bomb down the road as fast as we can. Try to get to a spot where these guys have seen a big bull earlier in the season. And just get their ride at last light and see if we can glass them up for the morning. But feeling good, guys. A lot of optimism. Lots of high hopes.
So I was also thinking, you know, whatever, not tomorrow, but eventually we can get up on top of here and we'll be able to glass everything in between that private.
Yeah. And this is a big freaking bench is what I'm looking at right here. This is where elk like to bed, I think.
I think those elk will come down and they'll hit that water and they're going to come back up to bed.
Yeah.
It's always I always love seeing how everybody else like camps and kind of does the whole deal. You know, we always are, you know, have our camp chefs, and very rarely do we ever eat breakfast, a warm breakfast before we hunt, which kind of sucks because it's a good warm breakfast in the morning just kind of like get you on your way to have an amazing day. But you know, we are never wanting to wake up and cook eggs or bacon or anything until after the morning hunt. But the old microwave in camp, wake up, throw you know, a Jimmy Dean. It's a good way to start your day, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna have a warm sandwich. Get on our way. It's about 5 a.m. Our plan was to leave here by 5:30, which we're on track, which is always good. And we're gonna head up there, and we're gonna go into some new country that we didn't look at last night. We were looking at onX last night. And we found some country that looks really isolated. It's like there's no roads in, and it's just a bunch of big draws. I think that's what the big bulls have done, pulled off the cows, and have gotten some areas that they're not going to get bothered, and they can just go and hill up from the rut. And they have food, they have water, they have shelter, which are the 3 things a big bull wants this time of year. So I like our plan. We made some sandwiches last night. We're going to take in a lunch, throw it in our bags, and we're gonna go spend the day out there. Let's go find a big old bull. Bomb over here, that's a good glassing point.
Yeah, just kind of get out to that point
and see what we see, and if we have to, we'll go over there and figure that out.
Yeah, because I think if we go to that point right there, we can glass the same stuff.
Yeah, we should be able to see the same
stuff. It looks
stuff.
like we'll be higher.
Guys, I don't know what we used to do before onX. Honestly, like pre-scouting, scouting, like during the hunt, we're always on our onX looking for vantage points, looking for water. We have a waypoint of where a big bull was seen over here, so we're just using our onX to look at where would be a good place to would be to glass. And it looks like this knob right here, we'd be able to glass up and see all this country over here. So it's about a mile out there, so we're doing good on time. First light's just around the corner, so we gotta hustle a little bit, but we're gonna get out to this point and see what we can find. I can just see bits and pieces of his antlers moving around through a tree. Probably 385.
You let him walk.
Huh?
You let him walk.
Yeah. I don't like the way his main beam flares up. We just found our first bull of opening morning. I was watching some cows and Martin's like, oh, there's a bull above him. I put the spotter on him, sure enough. Can't tell what he is. He's behind some trees. I can just see his antlers every once in a while. He's just feeding. But super gorgeous morning, man. This is some really cool country. We just parked the truck about, I don't know, maybe a mile back and hiked out onto this point that we found on OnX. And it opens up a bunch of country we can glass. And then this is just one side. We can walk over the other side and glass a bunch more country. But that's going to be the name of the game on this hunt. Is covering a lot of country with our glass. It's big open country, and we're just gonna have to find a bull we want to kill, and then go make a game plan and go kill him. But this is day one. It's a 5-day hunt, so we're not gonna get too excited, but we're gonna get pretty excited because we only have 5 days.
Well, it's 2:30 now, and Casey finally spotted the bull. Oh, there he is. I think I see him. Yeah. Let me get a good look at him. He's not as big as we thought. He's got a decent frame. Short thirds. Really, really small back end. So yeah, we got the phone scope rolling now. He's not anything like we thought. We kind of thought that he could be smaller because we didn't get that good look at him this morning. But he's definitely a pretty small bull. So we're gonna have to locate another one, it looks like, for this evening. But they're up and moving. We have cloud cover, which is probably helping with that.
Dude, I think we just found a UFO cloud. For sure, UFO cloud. It doesn't look as cool through this spotter as it does your eye. But it's definitely a UFO cloud. This is what our hunt is resorted to. UFO clouds, thinking we see giant bulls, but they're not. But we're having a real good time, and we're all deer friends still, and that's important. Oh man, my eyes hurt. We've been looking at all this country all day. Looked over all this stuff. About 8 hours. Just been able to turn up six elk total. 5 cows and a bull. We're gonna wait it out though on Glassstill for another 45 minutes anyways until we have our light runs out, and then we'll have to make a plan for tomorrow. Not sure what we'll do, but I have high hopes. High hopes for tomorrow.